So the last retreat I went to in Tennessee, Bruce drove me there, and he says, "You want to stop by the barbecue place on the way there?" And on the previous one, we had. Yeah, I think he had taken me there, and for some reason, I had a belly full of barbecue when I got there. And this time, I hadn't eaten much that day, and then I went to go get something from the kitchen, and they kind of like shooed me away, and so I just decided, okay, I won't eat. And that was the retreat in which, Kenshin was walking around with me. He was projecting things into my mind. And he summoned a heron with the smoke and stuff like that. And I saw him like beckoning me to sit with him. And I thought, well, everybody's going to freak if I do that. Yeah. And then he got me throat singing along with the mantra at some point. And then told me to, when he dropped the connection, I was trying to find it again, and he told me to stop through somebody else who hadn't had the experience of being channeled through, but he was high and I was just fasting. And when he told me to exit through Islam, we were talking about that the Islamists had been who were cousins of ours. They had married into our women and things like that. They were saying that the fitra was Islam, and he said, I've never seen them do this. In all of the more than 1,000 years that I've been watching them, I've never seen them do this. And I said, like we were like going back and forth as to which one of us was Guru Rinpoche and which one of us was Lama Dampa, and he was just really, really playing around with me because I had figured out a way of making myself substantially different by utter lack of substance, including no food or water. And he said, yeah, for one thing, you're not drinking water, and that isn't a thing that that we can't really condone that. And also, when I tell you to go study the Quran, you're not able to fast. That means you're not anywhere that we have what it takes to get through what we need to do, but when we choose to avoid food, that then we won't have it tanked up when the food is really gone. So but you're not qualified to fast, and I have verified that. And that's if you're seeing the unseen during Ramadan because you're fasting, you need to stop.